飲み放題 is very much a 普通 thing, is it not?
日本でね。
Yeah.
みんなの国には基本的にないってこと？
発散する店が。
どういうこ
動産する。
ちゃんとした食事が出る。
You're
right, look at
Sliced tomato.
Oh, sliced tomato with mozzarella. Oh, so good.
Yeah, it's great.
どういうこと？飲み会ないの？
ない。
No.
Why would you want to drink with your coworker? That's
Yeah.
weird. But when you do drink, you drink.
今日は海外が驚く日本の飲み文化について話してみるよ。
Let's find out!
こんにちは、全ジルと友達になろうと思うがミスターです。そして
今日これやってないバイルです。
これから酒飲むアナです。
これです。
This.
今日のテーマは
ブリン
海外が驚く日本飲み文化について。
飲み文化 Wow, we're bringing this on the channel. Kids, if you're watching,
Don't. This is soda.
yeah, そうだね。
みんなと話してたら日本の飲み文化って結構独特だよみたいな話を聞かせてもらったんで、今日はいつもお疲れ様ということでお酒をね飲みながら日本の飲み文化がどう違うのっていう話をねみんなに聞いていきたいと思います。まず開けて乾杯するか。
おい。
はい。
えい、
いくよ。
せーの。
お疲れ様でしたお疲れ Hey, you open up a beer or something like that. はい、ボール乾杯しようぜ。
よかったら一緒に
乾杯
本当はね居酒屋とかで撮りたかったけど、まあ音とかね環境の問題とかもあるからもういつものオフィスで撮りますけど、今ウーバーイーツで
お
焼き鳥頼んでます。
マジっすか？
まあ頼んでるんで、まあ、それがね到着したら食べながら飲みながら一緒に話していきたいと思うので、まあ、皆さんもよければ手元にねお酒とか飲み物とかご飯とか持って話していければなと思ってます。
未成年ダメだよ。
あ、それはねもちろんそれでは行ってみましょう。1個目、飲み放題がある。
飲み放題 is very much a 普通 thing, is it not?
日本でね。
Yeah.
みんなの国には基本的にないってこと？
I will say that Japan not only has a lot of 飲み放題, they have cheap 飲み放題.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it's worth
true.
for like 1500 yen or maybe 2000 yen at most.
Yes.
Some really, really big place, like even like a sake 飲み放題is like 3000 yen or something like that. But in Kaigai, I feel like you would only have it at like a yakiniku place, like a Korean barbecue restaurant. They would have all you can drink like soju or something like that. But the option to do so is very expensive.
いくらくらい？
Like, let's say USD $30 to $50.
It's pretty crazy.
$50?
Yeah, 50
6000円くらい。
Yes. Because
やば。
alcohol is expensive, you know?
But I think like because 飲み放題 like a izakaya or whatever is like basically that's offered anywhere, right? But like if you go to a bar or a pub or something like that, that's not an option ever. And like only if you go to like a club and get like bottle service is when 飲み放題 is a thing. But even then, it's like $100.
Even more, dude.
Or
Like
more,
you go
yeah,
to like
yeah.
Vegas for like bottle service.
Yeah,
dude,
it's like, yeah,
for
you're
a
not-
big champagne
Yeah,
bottle.
yeah, you're talking hundreds.
You're talking hundreds
Yeah.
of dollars.
It's
plus
like, yeah.
tip.
Yeah, if you're tipping at that point, it's not even 20% anymore. It's like 30, 40,
40%. Because that's
Yeah.
like the table charge.
Yeah, that's
Right?
insane. Yeah.
そもそもあるお店がすごい少ないってことね。
いやいや
でプラスあってももう驚くほど高い。
Right. It's like it's only for like special occasions or a certain context where like 飲み放題 is even a thing. So,
Yeah, exactly.
hard pass on that one.
My favorite though, karaoke box. No,飲み放題.
Oh yeah, that is quite psycho. It's dark. You can't really tell how drunk you are.
Oh yeah, oh
ル
yeah.
ーマニアも一緒？
飲み放題ない。発散する店が。
どういうこ
動
と？
産する。
In Eastern Europe, there's a big culture around alcohol. We don't drink as often as in Japan, actually. I think Japan drinks goes to nomikai and stuff more often than Eastern Europe. But when you do drink, you drink.
You really commit to it.
同じこと繰り返しただけなのに。
You emphasize.
Drink.
You emphasize.
You don't just drink, you
Drink. Yes.
That's the best
Yes.
highlight of 2024.
I met with a few Germans who were traveling around Japan, and they told me that they got banned from 2 bars
Oh my god.
because they asked for 飲み放題 and they drank too much.
ということ飲みすぎてってこと
飲みすぎてバンされた。
やば
So like, of course you won't have 飲み放題 in Europe.
That's crazy.
It's not viable.
そうだって日本はさみんなで例えば10人の会社の同僚とかで行きました飲み放題ついてましたお酒1杯2杯しか飲まない人も中にはいるもんね、だからバランス取れてるかもねそういう意味では
そう
だ
Yes.
But even if 飲み放題 like a company event or something like that, そもそも no company event anyway, but even if there was like 飲み放題 available, you just don't want to add alcohol into the mix because it's just bad things will probably happen.
It may show bad side.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
どういう
like
こと
You
Yeah.
drink a lot and do something silly. in
Yeah,
front of
yeah, yeah,
your manager or something.
How would it feel if, Tanaka-san, the shacho of the company, went on top of a table, removed his shirt, and then, like, with his big belly, he started belly rolling, like, woo! Is that something you would like to think about every day?
絶対ダメそれ
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't want to think about that
yeah,
every
but
day,
the thing is
right?
like that would probably happen.
あ
Because we're unhinged creatures,
Correct.
unhinged animals.
There we go. Primal. Our primal instincts will come out when we drink
あ
alcohol.
気になるのはその酔っ払うっていうことが社会的のステータスとしてあんまり良くない日本はね全然いいことで酔っ払って例えば上司にタメ口で喋ったりするとするじゃん、でもまあ今日はブレイクーだからなっつってやりすぎたら怒られるよ、
いやいやいや
でもなんか自分をさらけ出してるっていう意味でいつも隠してるじゃん、
Yeah, yeah,
それをパンと開いてるって意味でポジティブに捉えられることの方が多いんじゃないかなって思うけど、欧米はあんま良くない
I don't know. Okay, well, in North America at least, we had something called prohibition in the 1930s.
禁酒の時代ね
So 禁酒ね。We had that, right? So I think there's something in North American culture, like
Alcohol bad.
Yeah. There's something deeply embedded in North American culture that like alcohol is a vice.
Yes.
Alcohol is like a sin, not sinful, but like it can only lead to bad things.
Yeah.
And so I think because of that, we really want to keep this controlled. Yeah.
ああそうなんや
Yeah. When you drink out with your coworkers, it is bad to be drunk in front of them and
Yeah.
be overly drunk and have absolutely no
Yeah.
control of yourself. The only place where you can be forgiven for any such behavior is Las Vegas. If you go to Las Vegas with your coworkers, boom.
It's like,
anything goes.
Yeah.
Anything that happens in Vegas stays there forever.
So-
It never happened. It never happened. Yeah. I'm drunk off my mind. I go back home. Boom. It never
うわ
happened.
面白い来ました
来ました。Uber Eats ドミノピザ。
違うよ焼き鳥ねはいということでウーバーというかね居酒屋の商品来ましたんで
Wow.
すごいねこれ焼き鳥来ましたま
Yay!
あじゃあこれ食べながらね楽しく話していこうか
Welcome to our first mukbang on
So this is a
Mr. Town.
いただきま
ます
もう食べてたけど
can I 絞っていい？
どうぞ。
どうぞ。私飲み会で思うのは、最初はみんなビールだなって。
ああ飲み放題とか頼むときに
あるいは少なくともほとんどの人がビール。なんか誰かが絶対聞く。店員さんが来た時に、はいビールの人10人でお願いします。
君たち聞いてくれるちょっと頭下げて食べちゃダメ
日本の飲み放題でいうところは、最初はみんなビール。
はいはいはい
それは乾杯があるから。
飲めない人はウーロン茶飲んで飲める人はもう基本的に生統一みたいな空気あるよね
Yeah.
まず乾杯しないと飲み会は始まらない。
ああ、確か
There's
に。
been so many times in Japan where like I don't want to drink like a beer or a highball, but then everybody's ordering that, so then now I have to also do it to everybody.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it, but I have to do it. Or I look like that one guy.
でもあれやってるのってさなんかみんな早くお酒を揃うようにしてるよね多分効率的に考えてやってる
Yeah. True.
でも僕ちょっと前までビール飲めなかったからいつもハイボールって言っておいこいつ何言ってんだ空気になってた
In Kaigai, I think that those hidden rules just don't exist. If I want to drink mojito, if I want to drink like a gin tonic, I'm going to get what I want to drink. There's no sort of like, oh, I'm not gonna meiwaku kakeru to like the Tain-san or something like that. It's like, if I want to drink what I want to drink, then I will order what I want to drink. Why am I paying money to something that I don't want to drink, right? Like this is something that comes from me, and I'm not going to do something that I don't want inside of Kaigai.
I think also because Kaigai don't have the kanpai culture. You don't have to wait for
No.
everyone to kanpai.
No.
まあそういうことね
That's why you have the time to choose what you want.
Right.
ということで飲み放題があるでした容疑悪いぞ次、ちゃんとした食事が出る
Oh,
You're right. Look at this.
Yeah.
It is chanto
Yeah.
shadu. Yeah.
lettuce.
There it is. Yeah.
いやでも僕よく分かってないんだけどちゃんとした食事って何のことを言ってるの
Well, this is the thing because you know when you look at a balanced meal, what do you have? You have maybe you have your carbs, you have your veggies, right? And you have things that are very very balanced, and then those are the things that you can order at an izakaya, right? Like you can have kyuri, kibetsu, right? You can also have yakitori. You can also have rice.
Yakisoba.
And
Sushi.
sushi. You can have miso shiru. You can have a very, very balanced meal, even at an izakaya, right?
Yeah.
But then let's say that you were just gonna go to like the watering hole inside of the States, which is a bar, and you go there, and what is on the menu? Tacos, nachos, fried chicken, right? Remember when we went to
nuts.
TGI Fridays together? That. Were we able to have salad? You know the salad that we got? The little lettuce shreddings inside the nachos. That is the salad.
ジャンクフードしか基本的にないよみたいな雰囲気って
Right.
ことよね、海外は、でもルーマニアも一緒なの、
そうルーマニアも一緒で、ポップコーンとチップスとか、
ああなるほどね
It's like otsumami.
Yeah, it's like-
Umami no tsumami.
ちょっと温めたら出せるものとか結構多いよね、
あ
In an izakaya, don't you have a chef that usually makes the food?
Yeah.
Right? Like you have someone who has skill in the kitchen. In Kaigai, mostly it's a guy who puts something in the microwave
Yeah.
and then just
Yeah.
take it over your food.
A high schooler or something like that.
There we
Yeah.
go, a high schooler.
まあじゃあちゃんと調理されたものが出てくるし野菜とかも出てくるしみたいなところがいい
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, yep. I mean, I really like that about izakayas, you know. Today is a cutie, you know. It's
Yeah.
very kimochi.
Sliced tomato.
Oh, sliced tomato with mozzarella. Oh, so good.
Yeah, it's great.
Love that.
Or like the bowl of beans. Oh,
Edamame.
edamame.
The bowl of beans. I've never heard it called the bowl of beans, except I commend you. Yes,
There you
that's a
go,
great
yeah.
way to put
あ
it.
ーでも本当そうやねなんか、マックとかに行くのより比べて絶対そっちの方がね
そうだね
ヘルシーではあるもんね、
うんそうそうそうそう
うんということでちゃんとした食事が出るでした
And then this is Chanto Secha Shokuji for sure.
はい次飲み会がある
So,
Yeah.
どういうこと飲み会ないの
nice.
No.
Why would you want to drink with your coworker? That's
Yeah.
weird.
Like it's one thing to like if you make friends with your coworkers and then you as like a separate group go out to have drinks or something like that. But at that stage, it's like you have made friends and you're just going out with friends at that point, right? You just happen to work together.
That's the thing, yeah. Because like in a Japanese company, right? I mean, not probably like the companies that we work for. You're kind of forced or pressured into going out drinking with your boss and your coworkers, and everybody drinks together, right? And that's for the sake of everybody to be part of the same team, for everyone to be closer, for everyone to do good work together. In Kaigai, we throw all of those rules away. In your workplace, you have people that you hate, and you have people that you like. You're only going to hang out with the people that you like. Why are you going to hang out with the people that you
Yeah.
hate? That's a waste of my time. That's a waste of everybody else's time. You know, I don't want to do that. I'm going to hang out with my work besties. Right?
Yeah. And like 90% of the time, it's like you hate 9 out of 10 people there anyway.
Correct.
So yeah.
Correct. So I go and pick and choose my 3 like best people that I get along with. We go and chug a few beers, right? And then we go home.
Complain
you know,
about
that's it.
work and then you go home. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we can go like, it's getting late, I have to go. Not like, ooh, I'm gonna drink all night long with my boss.
なるほど
There's none of that.
ね
Yeah.
I don't tie my necktie around my neck.
いや
Yeah.
日本人もそんなしない
しないの？
いないの？
しないよ日本だったらよく部署とかでなんかこう飲み会にみんなで20人で行こうみたいなのがあったりするじゃん、30人とか、でもそれが、まあ、1年に4回くらいかな、なんかあったりすると思うけど海外はああいうのないってこと
Night zero.
Yeah.
No,
え
zero.
送別会でもみんな集まんないんだ
No. No, forget it. No.
No.
It's okay. Like I think North American companies are so profit driven that the idea of spending money on employees is just like a no go. Like it's just ありえない。
まあでも仲良くしたい本当に気が合う人とは行くよってことなんやね
Yeah, if you actually like them, yeah.
Right.
But it's like a totally unsanctioned event kind of thing.
だからもうそれは友達を外で作るのと一緒の感じで
Yeah, 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 yeah.
一緒に働いててあこの人面白いなって思うから仲良くするだけ
そう
みたいな
そうそうそうそう。
へえ
そんな感じで。
There's been jobs I work where I just don't go out drinking with them because I just don't like anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just go there, do my work, and go home. And then I call my friends who I'm much more closer with and I hang out with them
Yeah,
instead,
exactly. Yeah.
right?
お花見とか日本だったら会社の人と集まってやろうとか、
うん
社員旅行とかあったりするじゃん、ああいうの、
No way.
No!
No way.
No!
No way. I mean, I went on my first Shine Yoko like 2 months ago. It was great. I had a great time. And like luckily our company is pretty small that like it's not like this huge thing. But like I used to work for a bank back in Canada. The idea of going out with like my department, the bank department that I used to work for on like a trip is just like forget it.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm gonna go with these people.
日本って終身雇用でずっと働き続けるじゃん、同じ会社で、だからすぐ人が変わるんだったら仲を深めてもさ仕方ないというかっていう考えがあるけど、でもなんかそのずっと一緒にいるっていう前提でそういう飲み会が定期的にあるっていうのはなんか悪いことじゃないんかなっていうのはちょっと思うよね。
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
That's
that's
true.
true. That's true. Yeah, yeah. Because I guess like in North America, like the way you move up in your career is by you change jobs to move up,
Correct.
kind of thing, right? You have to quit your job to move up somewhere else, kind of thing, right? But I guess in Japan, it's like the longer you stay at the company, every year, like getting annual raises isn't uncommon, right? So I guess like if you stay with the same company for a long time, it would make more sense to be nakai or whatever.
ということで飲み会があるでした。次、無理やり飲まされない。
No,
いやいや、どういうこと？当たり前じゃない？
I feel like in Europe, like if you can't drink, you are not gonna join a nomikai to begin with. Because the purpose of hanging out at a pub or something like that is to drink. So if you're not gonna drink, then
Go home.
yeah.
だからそう
寂しい。
そうだから飲めない人飲み会参加したら飲まされる。
でもさ、お酒全然飲めません。でもみんなともうちょっと遊びたいなと思って飲み会行くから、あ、じゃあちょっとついていくよとかは、ない。
今楽しいよ飲んでよ飲んでよ。
なんで飲まんの？
ちょっと西日本の田舎の方のおじいちゃん。
On top of that, you're not going to force people to drink like all together, right? In Japan, we do have the privilege of going home for shuden, right? So then everybody can just like go home by densha or something like that. But if you drive, then you're supposed to do 0, right?
Yeah.
You can't even have just like one beer,
Yeah.
right? Well, in America, we have this culture where one person is the DD, aka designated driver, right? So either you lose a bet or you lose at Janken, right? And let's say that we went out with the 5 of us and I lose at Janken. That makes me the DD. I mean, everybody has their own rules of, whoever is the DD, right? And usually they switch the role like every single time. So you 4 will get drunk and I will be the responsible person to drive everybody home.
例えば飲み会で飲み放題で飲めない人とかいるよ。日本で飲まない人とか、もうずっとウーロン茶で、あれがないってこと？
No.
I think there's oddly like a peer pressure thing. Like for this type of thing, I feel like there's a lot of social pressure to drink in the West. So like I don't know about Romania and Malaysia, but in North America at least, there's like a certain. I mean, me and Byron are guys.
Yeah.
So there's a certain like level of like manliness, or there's some sort of expression of masculinity tied to how much you can drink.
Yeah.
And so if you don't drink, it's like, oh, you're not a man or something like that. It's like,
what are you, a yoamushi, right?
Yeah.
That's a safe word to use instead of the actual word that we do use in Thai, which is what I will not reveal right now.
言わんでいいのよ。ルーマニア？
ルーマニアも一緒。I would say even maybe stronger than North America. Are you even a man if you can't handle your alcohol type of thing?
Yeah.
It's kind of a common saying.
Yeah, there's this concept of like handling your alcohol, right?
Yeah.
And like, say, I was a really, really skinny kid, right, when I was younger, and like I would have like 3 drinks and I'd just be destroyed, right? And then I feel like because of that, there was a lot of like, oh, like you're not a tough guy or something like that. It's like you're unable to handle your alcohol, therefore you must be a lesser man kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's this like weird stereotype, I guess you'd call it that, or
That's why all the guys in their 30s and 40s have a beer bell.
exactly. See, there you go. That's
If you don't
What
kill
comes
your
around goes
liver,
around.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
you're not a man.
確かにご飯も日本みたいに美味しいご飯が出てくるとかないよね。だからそのご飯楽しみに飲み会行くみたいなのがあんまないのか。
No, it's just like if you're gonna go to drink, it's like you are going to drink.
Drink, yeah,
You
Correct.
go out for drinks. You don't go out.
for dinner.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, am I gonna go to a bar to drink a soda? What am I, 12?
Yeah.
orange juice.
Yeah, orange juice.
I mean, I would love to go to the bar and get a cream soda. That'd be sick.
No, that'd be freaking sick. Right now, that'd be sick.
That'd be great, yeah.
Or get
もうこれはでもさ日本の方がいいよね
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
なんか日本は結構同調圧力感じてることが多いじゃん、でもここに関しては海外の方が多分強いんよねそういう
Yeah, weirdly, right? Yeah, it's odd how that works. Yeah.
ということで、無理やり飲まされないでした
Yay!
Sick.
次二次会がある
Yeah.
Ah, right, right.
And sometimes
Right.
there's also Sanjikai and Jojikai and Gojikai.
Jesus Christ. Have you been to that?
Up to Gojikai, yeah.
Oh, wow.
この二次会って言ってるのは会社の人とか関係なく友達と飲みに行った時も一緒
The thing is, like, when we went out drinking, I don't think we called it necessarily like a gojikai or whatever. We just went to the next place. But we do have a term inside of kaigai that is the same as zero jikai, right? The jikai before the jikai, right? And we call that pre-gaming.
Oh yeah, that's the best.
Pre-gaming.
I love. Oh,
Yeah.
that's something that I wish we could import into Japan because I think the pregame is oftentimes way better than the main event.
Correct.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
do you want to explain pregame?
So pre-gaming is exactly zero jikai, right? Like you go to someone's house and then they pretty much have hard liquor inside their cabinet, right? So maybe you take maybe 1 or 2 shots. So you're already drunk when you go to the event, right? At the jikai. Let's say it's a concert. And the concert, you know, you have to tip and the drinks are like $15 each, like Sengo Hyakuyen, right? I don't want to spend too much money getting drunk on their alcohol. I want to come there already drunk. And in many cases, I'll also bring like a tiny flask, you know, inside the car as well. Not while driving, of course. But then, you know, I'll drink there and then inside of the car and then go, right? And that is our zero jikai bunka inside of the States.
だからその二次会がないプラスゼロ次会がある理由は、まずお酒が高いのもあるけど毎回チップを店変えたら払わないといけないってこと
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
でそれが3次会まであるとチップを123箇所で払ってるのがそんなん嫌だよってなるってことね
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like even the concept of like nijikai is like not really a thing. It's like you have the pregame, the main event, and then
home.
and you probably go home. Like maybe you go to eat before you go home kind of thing, but like very rarely, at least in my experience, very rarely would you go to another place.
drinking.
そうなの
drink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
that's
do
like
that.
not-
That's too much, man.
It's like no. The other thing too, places often close at 2.
Correct.
Yeah, 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's why you have everybody after the club, and when you go home, you know where you go?
McDonald's. Oh.
Well, I was gonna say Denny's, but you just
Okay.
ということで二次会があるでした
Yay.
はいということで今日は海外が驚く日本の飲み文化について話してみましたもう確かにでもみんなの目から見たら会社の飲み会って何あれってちょっと映るんよねそれ衝撃的だったわなんか
Right, right.
I feel like when you have a Japanese nomikai, like it really opens the door for you to get to know more people that you aren't really acquainted with yet. Because if you look at like the Japanese workplace, you're there in your cubicle, you're there doing the work that you're supposed to do, and you don't really interact with other departments.
Yeah.
So I think that in addition to the people that you might not like, or the people that you like already, you might find somebody that you like at the nomikai. So it really opens up the door to just meet more people inside of your workplace or whatever, and you never know if you might really get close to somebody that night, right?
で逆になんか日本にはなくてみんなの国にある飲み文化みたいなのあったりする
Oh yeah, like drinking games.
Yeah, so
Drinking games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
日
drinking.
本ないね
Yeah.
There's a classic technique. This has been passed down through generations. It's a very historic.
Yes, there's a lot of history embedded
A
in
lot of
this.
スタイルるな
This is a traditional way.
はよ言えよ
Okay, wait. It's a preamble. Okay, it's called shotgunning.
Correct.
So let's say this is open, right? But let's say it's closed, right? What a shotgun is, you put it on its side and you punch a hole in the bottom here, like with a knife or key or something. That you punch a hole in the bottom of the can here, right? And so it's open, right? And then what you do is as you lift it up, you open at the same time, and so because there's airflow, it rushes out really quickly. You need to chug it, so you go. and it goes blah, 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 right?
Right.
And you drink it really fast. You can crush a beer in like 3 seconds.
Correct.
Yeah.
Ikinomi. It's like the ikinomi.
日
Yeah.
本でよかった僕もう死んじゃうそんなんやったら
I've done shotgunning a beer like maybe probably 10 times.
Yeah,
これだって
it's-
全部飲むってことです
Yeah,
ね
yeah, yeah. And like the thing is, like if you don't swallow, it just goes like just sprays everywhere. So you have to, you know.
やりきったら飲みきったら男だみたいな感じ
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, yeah.
Uah,
It's like yeah,
しんどいな
yeah, exactly. And if you don't do it, it's like. Well, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that, but-
弱虫
Yeah, it's like if you can't manage to do it,
You
it's like you suck, you
Yeah.
loser.
You would suck if
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
do it, dude.
Yeah, it's yeah. It's,
まあいいとこ取っていきたいよねどっちもね楽しくゲームも日本に輸入したいけどそれちょっとしんどいな
yeah, yeah, yeah.
はい他に皆さんが思う日本の飲み文化のいいところがあればコメント欄まで書いてください
And
他に僕らに話してほしいトピックがあればコメント欄までそちらもよろしくお願いいたし
お願い
ます
します
それでは次の動画でまたお会いしましょうバイバイチャンネル登録
お
願い
し
ます。